Come here, me little Jackie, now I've smoked me backy, have a bit of cracky till the boat comes in. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mammy, dance to the daddy, to the mammy, sing. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have a fishy when the boat comes in.
Ma'am? Anybody at home?
Hello? What are you doing?
Trying to light a fire.
I meant here.
Where's the coal?
You can't afford to come home in the middle of term.
I borrowed a bike.
Oh, it's yours.
Coal, Jessie, coal.
There's none left. We used the last bucketful on Wednesday.
What?
Well, you can't expect free coal to last forever. It's 2 months they've been locked out now.
Pitman's house and no coal.
I don't get paid till a week on Friday. I was thinking I might pawn something.
You what?
Well, there's that gold brooch me granny left me.
You'll do now to the sort. Buy coal? I'd rot in hell first.
What's all the row then, and who's been wasting money on a bike?
Oh, it's you, Billy.
Hello, ma'am.
Oh, Pat, get on with these, bunny lad. How long you stopping?
You came all the way from Edinburgh on that bike. Mad. You got lectures on Monday morning? So it's the long haul back on Sunday.
Maybe. Where's me dad, ma'am?
I cannot make out what he's up to.
What do you mean, Mebbies?
But he's up to something. He's gone to see Seth Walker.
I said, what do you mean, Mebbies?
What's he gone to see Seth Walker for?
Will you answer my question?
God knows, but he's up to something.
Well,
A couple of days, maybe's. So how Tom got any coal left then?
Enough to last the weekend.
I saw him on the way back from school. Said he was going down the beach, see if he could find any sea coal. What's the matter, Billy?
Matter?
Mary, any better, did he see you?
No worse, he said. Come on, Billy. There's something.
Hey, Billy, you never said how long you're stopping.
I'm stopping.
Well,
How long?
Look, I'm sick to death of that lot up there. Patronising smiles. We'll make a jolly good doctor of him, won't we?
Good Lord, man, Billy. You're man enough to ignore all that.
That's just it. You don't ignore it. You suddenly find you're picking up their habits.
Well, you've got to fit in, honey.
Listen, ma'am. Last night in the bar, this fella pours a bottle of beer over me head with the words, "I now anoint you one of us." He's in casualty with a broken nose.
You're not leaving that university, Billy. I'll not let you.
Try and stop us. I'd cut me throat rather than join that lot.
Billy, come and sit down here.
I'm going out. See if I can do something useful.
Billy, come... What are we going to do about him?
I don't know. Give him time to cool off.
I'll get him back to Edinburgh if I have to drag him all the way there by the scruff of the neck. For heaven's sake, don't mention it to Dad. Not a word, Mum.
Well, that's what I like to see in a boat, look you. A big, bold heat. A big, bold heat. You get these fellas swearing by cocks that look like hens. Like that one over there, look here. Proper henny heed, that. Nae good to me. Can have a bent keel, a broken keel even, as long as it's got a big heat.
Well, that'll look funny to me, Sep. But what about the Sammy?
Sammy Pit? Oh, that was closed Vaughan Eye 50 years ago,
Well, I
man.
know that, man. It was closed long before I started work.
Aye. Here. What do you think of that, eh?
Huh?
7-year-old she is, you know.
Yeah.
A fortnight ago, I thought I'd give her a last race. Damn me if she didn't come in second, eh?
Gone on?
She might have been forced further, and I wasn't expecting her back that early. See, I get to doing with the clock, and there she was, sitting to the ducat, bless her. Lord knows how long she'd been there.
You'll be putting her to stock now, but...
I let her hatch a few decent squeakers.
And where was the Sammy Pit exactly, Sep?
Sammy Pit? Oh, that was a terrible place. There was places you were up to your thighs in water. I was glad to see the back of it. Me father and all. I wasn't care, it was poor Coleman.
And where exactly was it now, Sep?
Thank God for that.
What?
Thank the Lord. It's not him.
You along with the summit?
It's not him. Look here. I want to know where that come from. That was on the loft floor when I come in. The buggers have been fighting. That's a flight feather.
Listen, Sep.
I only hope it's not up a good one, that's all. Very side of a settlement yet, lad.
Nah.
Ah, well. Not be long, though. They'll be crying for cold shortly.
Listen, Sep, the Sammy now.
Oh, man. Look at, are ye still on about that?
Aye.
They blocked the entrance up, right? It'll be chock full of what I know it was doing by the river bank.
I know that. It was a drift line, right?
Aye.
And where exactly was it?
Where it was... What the hell do you want to know for?
Never mind, where was it?
Well, you know where they built the Co-op bakery on Stevenson Road?
Aye.
Well, it was a back of there, maybe 100 yards back. You could Vaughan Eye spit in the river, man.
Right. Now we're getting somewhere. Next question. Hey, Sep, listen.
Thinking of going down on the back shift? College boy. Oh, hell. I didn't think college boys liked to get their hands dirty.
How do you know? Oh, it's Roper. Roper, the shove halfpenny champion of Standard 3.
Please, Constable Robson, if you don't mind.
Oh. It's Roper the copper now, is it?
We can't all get fancy scholarships.
No, you're not going to charge us, are you, Roper?
And why not? Attempting to steal the property of the Boers Mining Company?
Whose property? It belongs to me father and our kid.
Aye. You tell that to the magistrates.
And your father? Has he got coal?
Other way around.
Eh?
Cole's got him. The dust. He died a year past March.
You what? Your own father? Your own father?
Oh, we, man.
Which way were you working the seam at the Sammy?
Ah, will you not let it rest?
Hey, no, the seam at the Sammy, Sep. Which way were you working it?
What for?
Never mind. Was it north to south?
Aye.
And how deep was it?
Here, come here. Look at that.
What?
That's it, see? The fighting cock. One flight missing. One flight missing.
Is he good, bud?
Well, he's just a young'un. It's hard to tell yet, you see.
Is he finished now, bud?
Well, it's a handicap. You never know. You never know.
You know, out at the Sarah, we were working the seam north to south. No? Do you reckon it's the same seam?
Well, the Sarah was due south of where the Sammy was.
So anywhere along that line, you're standing on the seam, right?
Well, I couldn't tell you that hours ago, man.
Well, why didn't you then?
You didn't ask us. But you're wasting your time, Bonnie lad.
How's that?
Because if you're thinking of hewing coal on your own account, think again.
All right.
I tried it myself once, man.
Get away.
1893, or let's see, forward it was. Up in the fields by Morton Bourne. One of Lord Lambton's gamekeepers set the bobby on us before I got me first bucket full of it.
And what then?
A week's free board and lodgings, that's what.
Oh, Durham jail.
Aye. So, think again, son. Think again.
Well, they'll not find me that easy.
Different EBC, sure. That when you're down and you think you're gonna get any lower, they'll find a way.
Aye. Well, we'll see.
Fetch your bike, college boy. Look, now watch it, kidder. Pinching coal's one thing, but bashing a copper, that's another.
Well, of course, it's different when coppers bash pitmen, isn't it? When the sergeant says truncheon's out, PC Robson'll get his truncheon out.
That's never happened.
Yet. And when the sergeant orders a baton charge, PC Robson'll charge. And as long as it's not his own father's head he's bashing, I suppose he'll think it's all right.
That'll not come to that.
You mean you hope it'll not come to that? You mean you hope the miners will accept the wage cut?
Get your bike.
The capitalists can't make the profits they want, so they're cutting the wages of the miners.
You sound like one of them fellas on the soapboxes in the market of a Sunday night. We can't all escape the scholarships and passports to fancy jobs.
I've got no fancy job.
Yet. Listen, kidder. Getting a copper's job was my little escape route. Not as nice as yours, maybe, but safer all the same. I've got a wife with a bairn on the way. So, I've got a house. Regular wages. £3.10 a week's a fortune as far as I'm concerned. So, all right.
If you bash a few of your own kind into submission.
If I have to carry out laws that I don't like, then I want somebody to change the laws.
Aye, Roper. Cleft stick. You should listen to them fellas on a Sunday night. You might learn something.
I do, kidder, I do. It's all very interesting. Socialism and capitalism. All good stuff. Class conflict. I'm there to stop the conflict.
Aye. I'll bet you are.
Oh, no, kidder. I mean, to keep them apart, the socialists, some nights they'd screw each other's heads off. How are you, Karl Marx? Up you get.
What about the charge?
Listen, college boy. You need a place 20 times the size of Durham jail to keep in all the folk that's trying to pinch coal at the moment. So we've instructions from the sergeant. Treat them like bairns you catch stealing apples, give them a fright and tell them to disappear. So, bye-bye, college boy.
Roper?
I said bye-bye.
For heaven's sake, stop worrying yourself. You know as well as I do he's willful sometimes. Gets an idea into his head and shakes it around like a dog with a slipper.
It's more serious than that.
Oh, it's no use arguing. You're as bad as he is. Jack coming around tonight?
Yes. No. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
My word, I'll tell him.
Oh, shut up, Mum. I'm thinking.
Hello, love. Look what I... What's the matter with you?
Nothing. I'll tell you later. What's that?
From Uncle Jack's magic cave. Half a hundredweight of best household coal. Shall I put in the coal house?
Hardly worth it.
Oh.
Sorry, I mean... Oh, never mind. You're an angel, Jack.
Thank you, at last. Shall I take it in, then?
Yes, please. Sorry, love. My mind's on something else.
What's it all about, then? Hello, Mrs. Seaton. Brought you some best roundies.
Oh, thank heavens for that. We needed something to cheer us up. Lovely.
So what's all the misery about, then?
Oh, it's sour.
My, we're going to set the chimney ablaze tonight.
These logs is not for burning.
I want a word with you.
What the hell's going on, Jessie?
Our Billy says he's chucking up his course.
He's what?
Shh. He doesn't know yet.
Oh, Billy, lad. Hey, what are you doing home?
He's just down for the weekend. Borrowed a bike he did all that way.
And how long are you stopping?
Must have known I was going to make a leek pudding, eh, Billy?
What's the matter with you, lad? You lost your tongue?
Look what Jack's brought, Dad. Half a hundredweight of coal.
Oh, it's very good of you, Jack. Sure you can spare it. What's wrong with him?
No, it's not spare, really. I bought it off a fella.
Billy?
What fella?
He was alone. No, carpenter down the yard.
Oh, where did he get it?
No, I'm not sure. Does it matter?
Matters a lot, Jack. Hell of a lot. Where do you think he got it?
By Morton Boneway somewhere.
How did he get it?
Look, I've brought you a present. What's all
How
the
did
fuss
he
about?
get it, Jack?
Him and another fella's digging out of the bankside.
Well, take it back. Let him get your money back.
What the hell for?
Well, can you see, man? It's no different from blackleg coal.
No, I don't see.
What kind of union do you belong to, lad? The Royal Society of Strikebreakers?
What harm are they doing you?
They're
for
making
God's
a
sake?
profit from our lockout, you stupid idiot.
Steady on, Tad. He was doing us a favour, remember?
Aye. I'll do us another favour, Jack, and get them out of here. Hey. Get them out of my house.
I'm sorry, Jack, but he's right if you think about it. It may sound daft, but you have to admit he's got a point.
What about these? They're Jackson all. Get them up, Bella.
Bill, they're a light! Bill, for God's sake!
They're not burning now.
You do it, Billy.
More black coal, Jack.
The stuff off the fire?
Aye. If you're a union man, there's no stopping halfway.
Just think if miners started building ships and selling them cheap when you were on strike.
They'd have a job.
So would shipyard men if that hew coal.
It makes sense if you think about it, Jack, love.
Aye, maybes. I see you, Jessie. Ta-ra, Billy.
Ta-ra.
You've just got his back up. You've not made an enemy for life.
Get away. I see you, love.
Bloody hell!
Who's been using my saw? Should be in here. Why can't people put things back where they find them?
Ah, mind somebody sawed 1/4 inch off the leg of that wobbly chair in the bedroom.
Aye, I did. And I put the saw back in here on the top shelf.
Aye.
What do you mean, who I?
Well, somebody left a saw on the floor in the bedroom next to that chair that used to be wobbly.
So we'll be using those logs you brought in after all.
We will not. Hey, Bella, I want the carpet up in the room. All the furniture pushed to one side and the carpet rolled back.
What for?
Hold your tongue, woman, and do as you're told.
What's the idea, Dad?
Never mind, go and give your mama a hand, will you?
I'd do it with a bit more grace if I knew what I was doing it for.
Ah, well, you'll find out soon enough.
Mum?
Ah, just a lad I need.
Mum, where is she?
She's in the front room. Do you get any sea coal?
Mum!
Aye, what's
Tom,
all
I need
the
you for
fuss
a job,
about?
man.
Aye, in a minute. Mum, have you been at my leeks?
Aye, I got a couple this afternoon.
From the trench?
From the trench, from your prize trench. And take me life in me
No,
hands.
damn it. Somebody's been at them. The two biggest and all. I'll murder her.
Somebody's pinched the Holy Grail.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Now, best I never grew and look like being real whoppers.
Well, there'll be no money about for decent prizes this year.
What the hell with prizes? I just want them in the show.
Mind, there were a couple of bands playing up around the gardens this afternoon.
Well, the which bands? Whose bands?
Oh, I couldn't say the one from about the doors. I've seen them before, like, but the one from about the doors here.
Damn and blast.
What about the sea coal? Do you get any?
Waste of time. Look at that. Hordes of people down on the beach. Picked clean it was. Mum, was there anybody else about down the garden?
Oh, well, Artie Stiverson was puttering about, but I
Artie Stiverson. Right, let's see what he's got to say.
I'll give you a hand.
Oh, wait a minute.
Billy!
Just a minute,
Billy!
Tom. Hey, Tom, man, I need you, man. What the hell? Everybody's going crackers in this house.
Look who's talking.
Eh? Have you got that carpet rolled up?
I'll need some help rolling it back.
Well, how are you then? You know, Jessie.
With pleasure, your lordship. If you wouldn't mind telling us what it's all about.
You want the back of my hand?
Oh, for Bill, for pity's sake, she's not a bairn.
No. She's acting like one. Right. If you must know. I may be wrong. That's why I'm keeping it close. But I reckon we're standing on coal. Now, if a whisper of what I'm doing gets out of this house, I'll murder the pair of you. If I dig outside, I get copped. So I'm digging inside where nobody'll know.
And not in the front room.
Should I dig upstairs in the bedroom?
Aye, well, you'd have your saw handy.
Oh, hold your tongue, woman.
You've just been complaining about Jack's mates digging...
There's all the difference in the world, Bonnie lass. I'll not be selling. I'll not be making a profit. If there's coal there, it'll go to them as is in most need. Right? So, if the ladies has had their curiosity satisfied, perhaps they'll give us a hand. Yeah, I had some queer matters in my time, but you lot beats the band.
Where is he?
Oh, he's at the pub. Can I help?
No, I need to see him. Tell Mrs. Stevenson.
Here? Is it about your leeks?
What do you know
Did you
about
mention
them?
them?
Why, just mentioned the bands.
What bands?
Why, didn't say like, but I dare say he know his sell.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Stevenson.
He'll be in the snug now, like as not.
Thank you.
I'll be needing a spade in a minute, fella.
Good Lord, the mess. Where are you going to put the soil?
Well, maybe I'll pile on the sofa there. Don't be soft, woman. There's plenty of room underneath the floorboards. There's room for a ton of muck under there. Go and get the spade. It's in the coal house.
Ah, that's what you think.
Dad, the foundations. The next thing you know, we'll have the house down round our ears. For pity's sake, Dad, have you thought
finished?
what'll Look how
Have you finished?
Yes.
Thank you. Listen, Bonnie lass, I'm a pitman, not an odd job man. When I do a job, I do it properly. What do you think them logs is for?
I've no idea.
Ah, well, we'll be needing some pit props, won't we? Not for holding up the roof, but for holding up the floor. Oh, that one's a shade all now. How's another? There you are. Fits like a glove. Maybe have to hammer a chock in when it settles down.
How deep you going to dig?
Well, how the hell do I know? I'm not a coal diviner.
Ah, well, they've got coal fields in Australia, they say.
Well, I tried to chase them off, but they're a bit too quick for me.
Do you know them?
Well, I've seen them a bit often enough, you
Know
know.
where they live, but.
No, I'm not quite sure, like. Oh, but I've often seen them playing about the last 2 or 3 doors at the bottom end of Stowell Street there.
Ah, that's all we wanted to know.
Aye.
Bella! Be a bed and fetch a glass of water.
I'm mashed tea. I'm just bringing it, sir.
Oh, even better.
There you are.
Oh, it's Hey, that's a champion. Boy, what a state I'm in. My muscles are like jelly. 8 weeks off work and I'm a wreck.
I just have to take it a bit slower.
My hands are soft as clots.
Ah, they'll toughen up soon enough. Would you like to rub some meths in? I've got a little bottle.
Hell, bells. You're not into that, are you?
Oh, have a heart. Got some for the primer stove in case we couldn't get any wood for the fire. Do you want some?
No, save it. We're not that low yet, are we?
Got 7 threepence left to last the end of the week. Jessie gets paid on the 29th.
I know which one's gone on the gin.
Look, I've had nought except what Jack's brought in. Thank heaven there's somebody that takes some notice. Do you know, for by the shops I've not been outside the house since last Christmas? That flaming backyard wall I've stared
Right,
at.
all right. Listen, Pet, as soon as I'm back at work,
Oh, I've heard it all before.
No, Pet, I mean it. Honest. We'll have a day out, eh? Just the two, eh? Newcastle races, maybe. I've not been there many a long year.
Aye.
I mean it.
Aye, I believe you.
Any sign of Tom? Where in God's name's he got to? Bloody leaks.
It's not the first time, that's sure.
How come?
Phil Stoker lives there, he's got any bands.
Wait, mate, know something.
He'll tell me nought.
I thought he was a marrow of yours, Phil Stoker.
Not anymore.
What for?
You're forgetting our blacklegged. Phil Stoker spat on me boots the other day.
Hell. Well, I gave you a lot of stick.
There's a lot not speaking. I don't blame them.
Not everybody, though.
No, the one that know the state mayor is in there speaking. Cool like, but speaking.
Well, that's something.
Ah. Anyway, let's try these two. You take that one.
Hold on a minute.
Can I have a word with you, missus?
What about?
Your bairns, missus.
What about them?
I think they've been down my garden.
No, not my bairns.
Yes, missus, your bairns. Make a nice leek pudding, did you?
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, so it was leek broth, eh? And you know with what, missus? My best prize leeks. I'll beat the living daylights out of them.
No, you're not.
Out the way, missus. Somebody's got to teach them a lesson.
Tom, look at the bairns, man. Look at them. When did they last eat, missus?
Yesterday,
When yesterday?
about dinner time.
What did they have?
End of a loaf bit of marge.
See, man, Tom, they're starving. Now, forget it, man. Let's away home. Time to get back to the table, Henny.
Come on, you out of that. Get on with it, and you out. I get paid for some washing tomorrow. They'll eat meat tomorrow.
And milk, missus. Get some milk down them. These bairns need calcium or they'll end up with rickets.
Aye, I know that.
Where's your man?
France?
I thought they were all back by now.
Tom.
No, not all.
Oh, sorry, pet. I didn't think. Sorry.
It's all right.
Your pension doesn't stretch.
It might if I had one.
If you had a one?
Not every widow gets one.
Why not?
You've got to be killed on active service.
So?
He was off duty, 10 days leave, stepped in front of a French tram.
Stepped?
Well, they wrote and said he was knocked down, but I reckon he stepped in front of it. He was due back at the front next day.
Aye.
Some of the boys shot their toes off, didn't they? Rather than go back. Well, accident, off duty.
So no pension. Could you credit it? The one shooting.
God almighty.
Well, how are you, Tom? We're just holding up the work.
Oh, yeah. Look, lass. What's your name?
Carter, Elsie Carter.
Oh, well, look, Mrs. Carter. You can come up and... Look, I'm sorry I lost my temper.
I am sorry and all. I wanted to send them back, but...
Well, never mind, forget it. Look, you can come up and get some leeks whenever you want. There's 2 sets up there. Some in the trench and some others right beside. Oh, the hell. Tell the bairns to take the biggest ones they can find.
It's very kind of you, but
I'll bring them down if you don't come.
All right, then I'll send them up.
Look, Mrs. Carter, there's a soup kitchen down the market.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They'll not buy me with a bowl of soup.
Good night, Mrs. Carter.
Good night.
Good night, lads. Thank you.
Bella!
His master's voice. How sweet upon the evening breeze.
Aye?
What time is it?
It's getting on for 9:30.
Where the hell's Tom?
God knows. He's not at home. I've just been round to see Mary. Not been in. Cares more about his damn leeks than he does about his...
How is she?
Makes you weep.
Billy?
No idea.
Always the same. Never hear when they wanted. We got any sacks?
About half a dozen tatey sacks in the backyard. Do you want them?
Oh, not yet. Never mind.
Can I get back to me bread then?
Aye.
What are we going to do about Billy?
Oh, stop fretting. He'll have changed his mind by now. You just wait and see. Jack made up his mind yet?
About the new job? No.
Don't seem too concerned.
I've got other things to think about.
Oh, there you are.
Where have
blast
you been
two.
all this time?
Hello, Tom.
You look as though you'd lost a quid and found sixpence. Did you find your leeks?
I could murder somebody. Anybody.
Aye, we found them all right.
Should have seen them, Jessie.
And the mother know better. She'll be the next one we consumption.
What's her name?
Carter, up Clara Street.
I know them. The youngest bairn, at least, Alfred, in my class last year. Makes you weep.
Tom!
Time for something more than weeping.
A good doctor with fire in his belly would be a start. You going back then?
I'm a hell.
When's some beggar going to take notice of what I say? You're like a cage full of bloody budgies.
What in God's name are you doing?
Get your coat off and give us a hand.
But what are you doing?
Come see.
Have you gone crackers?
Oh, now, don't you start.
You're looking for coal?
Well, I'm not digging for stoddy cake.
It's not so daft, Billy. Come to think of it, I often find the odd bit cool when I'm digging a leak trench.
Champion. Right, let's get out to it.
No, not you, bunny lad. You'll spoil your hands. Our Tom will give us a spell.
Huh? How we daft.
Don't be daft, son. There's no call for you to ruin your hands. You'll need them for more delicate work.
Not anymore.
Billy,
Eh?
no.
Not anymore, I said. Not
Take
anymore.
no notice, Dad. He's upset.
Would somebody mind telling me what's going on in this house?
Our Billy says he's not
Billy
gonna-
says he's not going back to university, but he's got another thing.
Billy's not going back to Edinburgh, and there's an end to it.
Would you mind keeping your voice down? You'll have the whole street in. No, you're supposed to be giving me a hand. I'll need them sacks now, Bella. And the coal house shovel. Billy, you can hold the sacks while I'll start putting the muck in.
But aren't you going to see?
I thought you had some books to mark.
They can...
Books, Jesse. Tom, you can start putting the muck up here in a minute. Billy and me will start getting it in the sacks.
What are you going to do with the sacks?
Well, I thought we'd scatter them on your garden. Maybe put it in the leak trench.
Oh, you've thought of everything, haven't you?
Don't mention it.
Ta, ma'am.
We've let the pit ponies up in the field next to the pit pond.
Aye.
Have it to nip up and fetch one.
Hey, this is getting a bit wet, Tom.
Aye, it isn't all, damn it.
You're used to that, aren't you?
Oh, aye, but we could do without it here. Unless you fancy going down the pit and pinching a pump.
It's not that bad.
Not yet.
You have to look on the black side.
Some habits is hard to break.
You're not mad, Dad.
Huh?
Well, I thought you'd play war.
It's your life.
Crazy, if you ask me.
Nobody's asking you. So you're not mad?
Told you. It's your life. Now hold the bag straight, man. It's dribbling out.
What's got into him? Why didn't he say something? I thought he'd hit the roof.
Ah, there's more ways of killing a cat than starving it to death.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you can just wait and see.
But Dad never said a word.
Look, I told you there's more ways
Oh,
of
for
killing
heaven's
a
sake,
cat.
Ma'am, stop talking in riddles.
Look, I expected him to blow up and all, but you never know what's going on in his head. And our Billy takes after him. May seem as different as chalk and cheese, but they're the same kind.
Aye, stubborn. Stubborn as mules, the pair of them. That's what worries me.
Aye, well, that's as maybe. But your Dar'll say his piece when it suits him. And he's had time to think.
You'd better be right.
Supposing we do find coal, who'll it belong to?
Us.
Aye, I know that, but I mean, whose is it according to the law of the land?
Why, your Boo's Mining Company, I expect. They own the rights.
No, I don't think so. The land rent goes to Lord Lambton. So I suppose the mineral rights are Lord Lambton's and all.
So we're not just taking his royalties, we're taking his actual coal. Grand.
Very satisfying. First time I've ever enjoyed me work.
I don't suppose you'll miss it.
Hell he will. You know how much he gets in royalties? £1,000 a week.
£1,000 a week.
Aye, I read it in the paper somewhere 2 or 3 weeks back. I was surprised and all.
What paper? Not any paper I read.
Well, there are others, you know.
Ah, well, you gotta take what they say with a pinch of salt, especially the figures.
Oh, I'm not arguing with them. Huh? No, they'll be right enough. Here, Tom, I'll give you a spell.
No, I'm gonna find coal here if I have to work a double shift. £1,000 a week without stirring a finger. I'm gonna claw a few bob back.
Pity it won't be the Bowes coal mine. I'd like to see us getting a bit out of the Bowes Lion family. But a canny bit out of our family in that time, the Bowes Lions.
Duke of York's getting a bit off them. Prince George, the Duke of York, he's getting a bit.
How's that?
Did not read about it in the paper. Oh, no, they wouldn't have it in your sort of paper, would they? You wouldn't be interested in gossip about the royal family, would you?
Well, it depends, doesn't it?
Ah, well, Prince George is busy courting one of the Bowes Lion daughters. Margaret, I think it is, or Juliet.
Elizabeth. Hey, Billy, I was thinking, do you think she could do with a decent loaf of bread?
Elizabeth Bowes Lion.
Dad, don't talk daft. Elsie Carter. I'll have a batch ready in about half an hour, do you
Well,
think?
Ma'am shall be grateful, but those bairns, it's milk that's got to be pumped into them.
Can we not manage a pint?
Ah, well, I'll see what can be done. So I'll keep one back here, £2 loaf.
She'll appreciate it.
I'm damn sure she will. Bye, this is getting very wet. My boots is in a right mess.
Hey, can get an old pair of mine. I'll take over for a bit.
No, let me, Dar. Your argument doesn't hold good anymore. About me hands, I mean.
Out of way, man.
How are you, Da?
Right, God, it is wet now.
I'd like to do me bit.
It's ankle deep in clots.
Please, Da, I'll get a pair of boots and all.
What a mess.
Look.
Look, man, you're not cut out for this kind of work.
Listen, Da.
Out the way! You're bloody useless.
Any luck yet?
Out. I reckon we're wasting our time. Ankle deep in clots. I don't know what we're going to do if it gets much worse.
Can I not drain it somehow or other?
Oh, I don't know. Da might have some idea. Looks pretty bad to me.
Has he said anything yet?
No.
I mean about Billy.
Oh, about Billy? No.
Nothing at all.
Well, he just said it was his life.
And that's all?
Aye.
Good Lord, can you not say something?
A lot of good that'd do. Take no notice of me.
I wish you'd let it rest, the lot of you.
Oh, Mother.
It's more likely to take notice of you.
He just refuses to listen.
Look, I told you, didn't I? Leave it to your dad.
But he's not saying anything. It's your life, he said. Your life. What good is that? There he is, just about to ruin his life. Throw it all away. 3 years of study down the drain, and all he can say is, it's your life. God help us.
Save me breath in future.
Why, it is his life.
Well, now
Jessie.
don't you start. What's he going to do? Go down the pit like the rest of you?
And what's wrong with that?
Ah, you know, I didn't mean that. But we've got enough pitmen in the family.
Aye. Well, it's up to you, lass. He'll take damn all notice of me. Aye. I'm away on the night shift.
Send him out here.
Oh, Da or Billy?
Billy.
Are you ready for some more tea yet?
No, they'll say no. We're not used to this waitress service.
I'll give you waitress service.
Oh, Jessie wants a word with you. What's wrong with him?
Oh, he's sulking because I called him useless. Tom, this is no good, man. We've got a stream run through here.
Can we not bail it out with a bucket?
Waste of time. Not enough draft for a bucket. We'd have to use a pint pot, and that'd be filling up as soon as we'd emptied it. Oh, I wish we had old Joe Robson here. He was a genius with drainage. Always managed to make his the driest place in the district.
Can I not go and ask him?
Whatever job, he's 6 foot under an arm and not bothered about the wet.
Was it the dust?
How do you know?
She's lad a copper.
Aye?
Stopped us pinching coal this afternoon.
Where were you pinching coal?
Pit yard?
In broad daylight? You ignorant knout. God almighty, how useless can you get?
And I thought you were supposed to have brains.
All right, I was stupid. But not half as stupid as you lot. That's your coal out there, our coal.
Tell me the old story. Pick up this bag for Tom.
They're supposed to have abolished slavery,
Look,
but you
pick up
lot...
the bag and save your lectures.
You make me
Put a sock in it, will you? This muck's soaking into the floorboards. We'll get wet rot through the house while you're philosophising about socialism.
And another thing.
Watch it, kidder.
Fancy Milborn 2 doors up. Is he still caretaker at the town hall?
Aye, what about it?
He's got a pump.
Is he? What kind?
It's a kind of hand fire pump. We used to play with it when we were kids.
Hey, maybe he has good brains after all.
Keeps it on the shelf in his coal house.
Aye, I mind it. Ah, it wouldn't work in here, though. The hose is too short.
Pump out into a bucket.
We put a longer hose on it, we can pump it straight out the window.
By lad, you're right.
How do we fetch it, son? Want a brick to keep out the clots here?
Hey, to keep us going for another foot at least.
Aye. Well, we'll see.
I've no time to talk, so don't stop us.
There's the boot you wanted. Where's the fire?
Put my cup on there, ma'am, and I'll take it through.
No, I'll do it.
Let me, ma'am. I want to.
Aye, I know. It's what I'm afraid of.
I could do the pumping, couldn't I?
No, it's all right. I'll do it.
Look, I've got boots on now. Let me do it.
All right, then. You insist. Any fuel can work a pump.
Do you have to?
What?
Never mind. First time I've done anything useful since I came home.
Joined the slaves at last, have you? Get your reach between the shoulder blades.
It's working. Is the weather level going down?
I think so. Slowly.
Now shut up, Tom. Because all that Billy's going to give us a lecture on the dignity of labour. And you can shut up and all, Jesse.
You finished.
Keep pumping.
You're
lad,
determined to
keep
make me feel useless, aren't you?
Oh, what's the matter, son? You're not tired already, are you? Oh, wait, Tom, give the band a hand.
Lay off it, Dar. What are you playing at?
We're trying to get the water level down, remember? Up and down, regular strokes.
Dad, he cycled all the way from it.
How do you wish, Jesse? Of course it's dark now, Billy. Fancy your chances pinching a proper pump from the pit.
You.
What's the college boy trying to say now?
College boy, is that all I can get in this flaming town? You don't know the half. Can't you see they're trying to break you? They've got troops crawling all over the place.
What's he talking about, troops?
They're camping out over the coalfields. I've seen them. Didn't know what was going on at first.
Oh, I told you, Wilson, the barman down the pub. He's a reservist. He's been called up and all.
Oh, and what's that for, Tom? Another war with Germany on the cards, is that what it is?
So, Karl Marx is expecting a revolution, is he?
It's not me that's expecting it, Dad. It's the government. They're scared stiff.
Keep pumping.
Look, there's 1.5 million unemployed, another 1 million out on strike. They promised the lads a land fit for heroes when they finish the war, and what they come back to, the same flaming mess they left behind.
Been reading too many of your bullshit papers, kidder.
You don't need to read papers. You can see it with your own eyes. Look at Elsie Carter and her bairns. Now, do you think Lord Lambton's bairns look like that? Do you think the Bowes Lyons bairns look like that? Of course they don't, because they've got the wealth, they like it, and they're going to keep it.
Oh, you're not doing so bad, son, but I wish you'd get back to your pump.
Look, Dar, I want to find coal down there. I do. And I'll pump water for the rest of me life till I do find it.
Not so much to light a fire as to get back at Lord Lambton, is that it?
When you could be treating Elsie Carter's bairns.
Can yous not get it into your thick heads? There's a ward full of bairns with rickets in the infirmary. There's bound to be. And there's doctors treating them. But what for? Getting them back on their feet to send them straight back into the same rotten system that put them there in the first place. I want to be a socialist doctor, not a capitalist doctor.
Listen!
And it's no use you talk.
Listen! There's somebody at the door. I heard somebody at the door.
There's somebody at the door and it's nearly midnight.
Quick. Everybody into the shaft. Everything with you. Tom, Billy. Hey, Jesse. Jesse, look. You take your time, I'll shut the door. Keep on talking.
Get off it.
Now, you pull the carpet down over the top.
How is it, Jessie?
It's all right, Mum. It's only Jack. Go and tell them. Come in.
It's all right, lads. It's just Jack. I nearly had a stroke.
What's he doing, Colin? This time
Oh,
of
I
night?
didn't have time to ask.
Hey, did you hear what I heard?
Aye.
What?
What do you mean?
How are you? Everybody out.
What did you hear?
Shut up now, the lot of you. And listen. Now, don't get too excited.
Could be a drain.
It cannot be a drain, man. We wouldn't have all this water. Cannot be a drain.
It's cold, Dad, isn't it?
Well, it's not tied to be. Could be the odd bit of sandstone or a half brick even. There's only one way to find out.
You're a funny lot, you pit folk. First you refuse my call, now you're digging your own.
It's a different principle, Jack. They're not doing anybody down. Might be stealing, but it's not stealing jobs.
Aye, well, I was never one to go in for philosophy.
Anyway, what's kept you up so late?
Oh, I've been quite busy, really.
What, doing at this time of night?
Oh, just walking about the woods.
Come on, what have you been doing?
Give us a kiss and I'll tell you.
Hey, Jack, anybody might come in.
Away, give us a kiss. Now you step back, Jessie, and I'll show you something.
My God,
should be you that's taking the decisions.
So the college boys come home to tell the folk what to do, eh? The failed college boy. Now, don't look at me like that, son, because it's true. What Pitman's going to listen to you? Face the facts, lad. You're worse than useless because you've got no skill, no trade, no craft, no nothing. And you'll not get one now, man. It's too late.
I've got more than...
But, Bonnie, lad, if there's an uprising, man, I can't see it happening, but if there is an uprising, I'll tell you one thing we'll be short of, and that's doctors. Socialist doctors. There'll be plenty on the other side. Now, you start looking after a few Joe Robsons, and Pitman will start listening to what you say. But at the moment, you might as well face the fact, man, you're bloody useless.
Can I get a word in edgeways? Thank you. I was about having a deco at this.
Hey, man!
All right, you win. Yay! Hallelujah!
What on earth? They're fan cool. They must have. Jack, do it again. Put your coat over the top and do it again.
Now?
Aye, it'll be marvellous. You'll see.
All right.
You found some, then.
How did you
Come and see, Jessie. Come and see.
Hey, Billy, give us a chance. How much, Tom? How much?
Why, it's hard to tell. I don't know how thick it is, but it sounds solid enough.
There'll be a bucket or two in there anyway.
Yeah, we will supply the street. Hallelujah!
Hey, man, we found it, man, we found it! Well, I gathered as much. How soon can I have some for the fire, then?
Well, it'll take half an hour for the first bucketful. Be quicker after that.
Hey, maybe I could get a shot fire in and blast it out. Come a bit quicker, then.
Hey, Dad, can I take a bucketful to Elsie Carter?
You can take a bucket back to Edinburgh if you like, son.
Grand. Some bread and some coal.
And a pint of milk, eh? That's really worth.
And maybe Jack would give you something.
Jack? Why? What's he got?
Over there, Billy.
What's it all about?
Show 'em all you've got, Jack.
Boy, what a sight! What a wonderful sight!
My mouth's watering already.
Somehow I don't think you bought that lot, Jack.
No, I didn't.
That's the champagne. Surprised at you, Jack, lad. Fancy for getting the champagne.
Well, I haven't any bubbly, but I thought I might get cold out in the woods, so I went prepared.
Hey, Jack, lad, what would I do without you?
Hey, Mum. I think you should give us a toast before you have a sup.
Ma'am.
We haven't had cause to celebrate for a bit.
Toast, dear me. Hey, Jack, lad, where'd you get that lot?
Did you ask?
I thought as much. Ladies and gentlemen, here's to Lord Lumpton.
Here, Tom, lad.
Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy, dance to the daddy, to the mommy, sing. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have a fishy when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have a haddock when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have a bloater when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have a mackerel when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have a salmon when the boat comes in.